You already know, Easy A in the building, Easy. I want to thank my Heavenly Father, the archangels, regular angels, my ancestors, ascended ancestors, all light beings, all divine beings, all high vibrational beings, all timelines, all dimensions, all portals, the all in all, etc., etc. I hope everybody is blessed. Hope everybody is feeling anxious and, how you say, have promistic about their future. And I got a little something to help y'all with, right? I got a game for y'all. It's a new game, but it's not a new game. Because how I'm explaining it, it will make it a game. All right. The first game is recognizing energies. We all know what liars are, and their energy. We all know thieves, their energy. We know how you say, self-centered people, egotistical, need to be, the center of attention all the time. Um, we know energies. We know anger. We know happiness. We know joy. We know sadness. We know peace. We know gratefulness. You know, all these are energies. And we all know how they feel, and we all know how it is when it's projected from somebody else. So that's one game, but we put in two games in one. Remember when we was kids, they had pictures that says, what what is different within these two pictures? Whoever find the difference. Now put those two games together, but put it in the life aspect of the people you around, your loved ones, your friends, your significant other, your children, etc. Everybody you come in contact with, right? You know, a lot of people kind of see life as a game. They really don't take their choices seriously, right? I've been talking a lot about looking up things like empaths, what an empath is, narcissist, what a narcissist is, to help enlighten y'all on things that y'all might not know, or you do know, but you don't know, because I have always knew what the word narcissist meant, or at least I thought I knew what it meant, but to actually have it broke down, and I mean really broke down, if you decide to, start looking these things up, you have individuals that will break this stuff down, like Carl Jung. Um, you know, got a lot of therapists that will speak on those two aspects or whatever. But I'm saying deal with Carl Jung. He opened up a hell of a library for me on that. Right? Um, when you start getting those two informations and play the game of energy, play the game of what's what don't fit, what is not the same. you know but with that game, what is not the same? It's words and actions. If a person's talking loving words, but their actions is not loving, you know what to follow. You know that picture ain't right. And that was the picture that was presented to you. But the energy is saying it's not right. When you get those signals, it means you're in danger. That's the universe telling you to get away from that. That person is not truly there for you. They're there for whatever they're there for. And 9 times out of 10 is to your destruction. I know I'm super hated now. At one point, I just didn't understand, what I was seeing and why certain situations was, coming at a individual. And it always comes out of nowhere. Used to, like I said, when you go through things, it bothers you, especially when you don't know. But, you know, as I got older and by me doing a lot of questioning of these certain situations that I was put in, not that I, created, but actually put in, or, you know, I'm not taking my part out of it as far as me wanting to be around whatever individual that the situation, or being around that individual wherever that crazy, confrontation or secret animosity or whatever it is that they feel to want to, you know, project it on me, because I'm triggering them in some type of way where I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just being me, and being me is making them feel a certain type of way because they feel that I have something that I shouldn't have, or they feel that I have something that they don't have. Or if they do have it, mine's is more developed than theirs, which is mind-boggling, especially for the one that actually feels that they're able to do whatever they have this animosity against me about for having, when they could build it just like how they built it to the point that it is there. If they feel mine's is a little further or way further, I can ask questions. Like, how what helped you get to what you call get there, or how did you know? Why? What made you look at it that way? You know, instead of driving yourself crazy when you could get an answer and work on it. Where if you really feel that you needs to be the best at that, or better than the other individual, that means you're going to do some dedication to it. You're going to sacrifice something to be able to put your time into it to get used to whatever it is that you want to perfect. And like I said, I find it confusing because there's a lot of people out there that has stuff that I do like, that I would love to acquire, or not even that I would love to acquire, but if I wanted it, I should be able to have it. But yet, it's not that way. Have it been this way all the time? No, but because if you really want something, you do whatever you know you willing to do to get whatever you want, to have whatever you want. right? But like I said, there's certain things that catch my eye. Like, yo, wow, I wish that, if I had that, but I'll be, shit, I'll be here, I'll be there, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. Mm, Whatever it is, it could be anything, you know. I'm just talking in general. But I'm never mad at you because you have it and I don't. Because I know if I really want it, it's not a problem to go do whatever you feel you got to do to get it. Because you don't know what that individual went through or sacrificed to have whatever you glorifying or you envying. And just because that person did it the way they did it, don't mean you have to go the same route. You know, like, no, I don't know. Like I said, to me, it's simple, basic stuff. And I know they say what you call common sense ain't common, but I don't even feel like that common sense. This is romper room stuff that we talking about. For real, for real. You see the things, some of the things, if you're around the individuals that you know you idolizing or you gawking at, peeking over their fence to see, the glitz and glam that they presenting to you. But if you're around that individual or you know something about that individual, you know basically somewhat of what they are doing to acquire it. Are you willing to do the same thing? Obviously not, for the simple fact you don't have what they have or will have what you want because you feel that you can't get it or you can't do whatever that person is doing to get it. And you don't even have to do, like I said earlier, you don't even have to do whatever that person is doing. Only thing you have to do is find a way to acquire the money or the capital to be able to pay for whatever. And you might not even need to have money. That person could have got, because somebody could have gave that person a car. You understand? Like, so, it's a car, what you call a house, whatever you gawking at, right? Just, so if you really want something, everything that you got, that you have, is because you wanted it. Everything that you don't well, everything that you have is because you seen it as yours. And no matter how you did it, you acquired it and it's yours. So whatever you don't have, it's the same thing. Same exact thing. You ain't willing to do whatever you need to do to have it. And it's a billion ways to do whatever you want to do to get whatever you want. It's it's unlimited. And you are you to do what you do and put that into making capital with it. Mm, the better you get at it, the more you do it, the more recognition you have for it, the more capital you'll gain. And voila, you able to purchase whatever you felt like purchasing. And what's crazy about it, say you do get whatever cash up, that what you call, when you go to pick up exactly what you was really eyeing. When you get there, you gonna see something else, and you'll fuck around and get that before. So um, you know, I don't. It's just strange how you can hate a person for being who they are. Like, you wouldn't want that person to tell you what you need to change, or how you need to change, or what you need to be. Who are they? How they know that's what you want to do? That's how you did it. That's how they feeling. That's not how you feeling. So, are you going to just do what I said? Cause I said something. You going to just do it because I said something, or you going to do it because that's what you want to do, and you going to do it how you want to do it. You're not going to do it the way I told you to do it. As long as it get done, that's the name of the game. As long as it get done and done right. Because if it get done, most likely it was done right. Because if it ain't done right, it ain't done right. Yeah, nothing. It's wordplay, but it ain't wordplay. It's not confusing, not at all. You'll get confused because you want to be confused. I don't know what else to tell you, but I just gave you a hell of a tool. Play the game of energy, and also what 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 don't belong. And when you start seeing what don't belong or what's not, you know, syncing up, being different, you know, move that away. Not saying it have to be get rid of it forever. It might come back and come back correct. It might not. But why you why should you care or worry? As long as you doing what you need to do, being right with you, what are you missing? What are you missing? For real. What? You need some sex. Haven't you been able to produce that in your life when you really felt that you needed to do that? Haven't you produced many different relationships, friendships, that you call, God forbid, you know, sexual relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe even husband or wife? Like, very few of us have only had one partner in our lifetime, especially in this day and age. Maybe back, ancient, it might have been like that, because it was rules to shit, families connected together by, giving the daughter or the son to each other, you know, which that was also it was good, but also wrong at the same time. Because if we don't love each other, we don't know each other. Who say we compatible? Y'all, y'all arranging something for, you could say, the family benefit, the bloodline benefit, but at the end of the day, it was just for it was for the individuals who was actually there living at the time that had control. They benefited off of all that more than anybody else, if anybody else got to see any of it. Mm. So, game of control. That's what this world is. Well, a lot of people try to play. They try to play control without control. They're trying to master the system, like how the system mastered them. But when you know the system for what it is, you see it, and you don't play the system game. The system don't have no control. And I'm talking about everybody's systems. Jewels, powerful jewels, straight from the heaven. We are all beacons. We all could be able to tap in to that divine knowledge because you know it's divine. Ain't nothing I said could be broken or switched around. Only way you can switch it around if you want to add words to it, and you can't add words to it because it's recorded. Only thing you have to do is go back and listen to see if that was actually said. You know, a lot of things people go off of his like, oh yeah, I heard such and such said such and such and such. And as many things we all did it in school. As time, each person get told what was the first statement. Do it ever stay the same? Even if we don't do it on purpose. You don't even have to do it on purpose, but then you got some individuals that are gonna do it on purpose. Because when we was kids, we didn't do it, don't fuck shit up on purpose unless we done did it a couple of times and stuff like that, and then we just wanted to start playing being the asshole. And very few, I don't remember doing it more than once. I know it was introduced, but it was never, oh, the next year or another class that, no. Mm. So stop, stop doing hearsay. When you hear something and it sound right, do your own research. Make sure you know what you're supposed to know, because everybody ain't like me gonna tell you what you need to know. Yeah, the more you know, the better off you are. The more aware you are. Mm. I know y'all hear me. If y'all don't like me, y'all gonna use it, and it will change your world. Truly, it will change your world. No thanks needed, because I already know. I've been there. I seen it. You have a good one.